Hello and welcome to another vlog, or if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Jemmy. Today is Friday. I was originally planning on filming a weekly reading vlog, but I don't know why I thought that I was going to be able to do that this week, because this week was going to be my most busiest week. And I knew that it was going to be because I had two meetings I needed to help out with, and one of them was a week-long meeting, and then the other is an off-site meeting. So I must have been delulu to think that I was going to be able to help with the meeting, go into work early, leave work late, and then be able to read, film, and edit a video. Yeah, I was definitely delulu to think that that was going to happen. But since I wasn't able to do a weekly reading vlog, I decided that I was going to do a weekend reading vlog, and this one is going to be themed. But before I get into the books that I'm planning on reading, I want to mention that today, March 8th, is actually my dog Tigger's birthday. So I want to wish him a happy birthday. If you guys have seen my other videos, then you guys know that my dog crossed over the Rainbow Bridge earlier this year. So it is a very bittersweet day for me today because he was so close to making it to his 14th birthday. But unfortunately, that was not in the cards for him. But I have been going through memory lane and looking at photos and video of him. And honestly, he was such a wonderful dog. I couldn't have asked for a better dog. Like, honestly, he was just a good ambassador for adopted dogs because he was wonderful, well behaved, potty trained, crate trained. He was so smart. I could teach him tricks so easily. Like, he was so easygoing. He never barked. He was so quiet. He was just overall the most perfect dog. Like, honestly, he would have been a great dog for first-time pet owners because he was just so easygoing. Wonderful dog, amazing, and he fit our lifestyle so well since he was a senior. Absolutely loved him. Past tense because he has passed, but I still love him because he will always be here in my heart. Anyways, moving on before I start crying and looking like a hot mess. I actually also got my nails done today, which I'm really surprised I managed to do. I got a pink and white. I absolutely love this. This is one of the nail styles I always go with. It is just a very classic and classy nail style that I've always loved. And honestly, it fits with all nail shapes in my opinion. And I actually am really liking this coffin shape. I usually am an almond shape girl. I've been an almond shape girl for a while now. I used to like the coffin shape, but then I moved to more almond. But like, I don't know. I might go back to this. This looks really nice. Who knows? But yeah, I actually wasn't planning on getting my nails done. I was going up to my mom's shop to grab some food, and then she saw my nail and was like, ooh, no, my daughter's not going to go out looking like that. Your nails need a fill because they grew out so long. And she's like, and they're going to break next week. Nuh-uh, we're getting them done. So I ended up getting them done, and I really am glad that I did because they look so nice. And this one, this thumb, yeah, the nail was kind of popping off. It was getting ready to break, so I kind of needed to get it done for sure. But that is not why you guys are here today. You guys are here to know what books I'm planning on reading for this vlog. So as I mentioned, this vlog is going to be a themed one, and that is going to be me reading all fantasy books because I'm in a fantasy mood. I just want to read fantasy books. So I picked 3 books for this vlog. Am I going to finish all 3? Probably not. Am I going to try? Yes. Who knows? We will see. So, the first book for this vlog is going to be The Tower of Nero by Rick Riordan. This is the 5th and final book to the Trials of Apollo. I really am going to be sad to finish up this series, but one of my goals for this year is to finish at least 3 series off of my TBR shelf, and this one is going to be one of them because I really need to finish the series. The series have been out for a very long time. I think this book came out like a couple years ago, and I still have not gotten to it. And I'm also going to be using this one for my Buzzwordathon prompt, and that is to read a book with a character name in the title. And I'm pretty sure there is a character in this book called Nero, but if not, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit because Nero is related to the underworld, and who else is related to the underworld? If you guys read the Rick Riordan books, you guys probably know. If you guys don't, it is Nico. And I'm actually really excited because I love Nico. He came out of like left field. Like, I did not expect to love Nico the way that I do, but I am so excited because I bet you he's in this because Nero is definitely related to the underworld. And every time the underworld is involved, Nico is also involved. I'm super excited because I miss him. I miss Nico. I also miss Percy. So I need to go back and read the Percy Jackson series because like I'm missing that like friend dynamic. Anyways, off on a tangent that I did not need to go off of. This one I'm super excited because the fourth book hit me in a way that I did not expect to hit me because this series was always going to be an average read series for me. I always thought that because I did not enjoy the first three books, and that has nothing to do with Rick Riordan. I love his writing, I love his stories, I love his characters, except for Apollo and Meg, which is pretty much this whole series. They follow those two characters, which is why I didn't think that I was going to love this series as much as I was going to with the other series. But honestly, that the fourth book in this series definitely bumped it from my least favorite to maybe in the middle, because that fourth book was so different compared to any of the other Rick Riordan books that I've read besides The Last Olympian, because that fourth book actually was a lot darker and had high stakes. So kind of, very different, and it hit me just in a way that I did not expect that it would hit me, and I enjoyed it so much more. So I'm hoping this one would be the exact same. I have somewhat of a high expectation. I'm hoping it won't disappoint me, but I'm like really excited because like not only is the fourth book so good, this one may potentially be just as good with my favorite character in it. So we will see. I'm super excited. And this one is a middle grade fantasy. So there's that. The next book that I want to get to is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the fourth and final book to the Raven Boys series. And this one obviously is going towards the goal of finishing series on my shelf. I'm going to be really sad to finish up this series because it is so good. I don't know why I waited so long to read the series. Like I put it off so much, but I've heard so many good things about it, and I don't know why I decided to just wait, but I just need to finish it. And I have a bad habit of not finishing the last book in the series. I have so many series where I just need to read the last book and I would complete it, but I just can't bring myself to because I just don't want the world to end. Especially for series that I really enjoy, I don't want the world to end. So I'm like super sad to get to them. And that is the reason why I put them off for so long. Like, this is not the only one. I have the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. I just need to finish that last one. I'd finish that series. Haven't gotten to it. I really need to. The Grishaverse. Still haven't read that last book. And that series has been out for forever. And I don't know why I just don't get to it. Like, I loved the series. I really did. I just need to get to that last book. Haven't gotten to it. So yeah, there's more examples, but I'm not going to go on a tangent. But I need to finish this, and I'm really excited to see how this ends and how everything wraps up and what this cast of characters are going to be like. And then I can jump off to the spin-off series to this. And of course, this is a YA fantasy. So there's that. So the next and final book for this TBR, for this vlog, is a book that I don't think I'm going to finish. I do want to start it, but I don't think I'm going to finish in this vlog because it is a chunker of a book. And I have been very intimidated to start this. I actually have had this book on my shelf for a very long time. I've had it since I was in college, and I graduated in 2019. So this book has been on my shelf for at least 6 years, so I really need to get to it, but it's just a chunk of a book and it's so intimidating, and that is Malice by John Gwynne. This is the first book to The Faithful and the Fallen. This has been on my shelf for 6 years because I've been so intimidated. Look at it, it is so thick, and I think this is like, what, 700, 800 pages? Let me check. I could be wrong. Who knows? Oh, it's like literally only 630-ish pages. Wow, okay. I thought this was gonna be a lot longer. But then again, the font is tiny. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can finish it. Because I have been able to finish a 500-page book in a day. So who knows? But this is an adult fantasy. so it might be a little bit harder to like sit and just read through real quickly because it is an adult fantasy. I just realized I have an adult fantasy. Oh, YA fantasy and a middle grade. I didn't plan that. I just wanted fantasy. And I ended up picking one from pretty much all age groups. Besides children, but I'm not a children book fan, so there's that. Anyways, that is quite interesting. Didn't even realize that. But yeah, I also realized I have my dog's hair in the book. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's quite funny that I picked a book with my dog's hair stuck to it on his birthday. Think my dog knew it. He knew that I was going to pick this book. Anyways, we will see if I'll get to this. Do I know the synopsis? No. Did I read the synopsis when I first bought it? Yes. Because it's been so long, I don't remember a thing. So hopefully I enjoy it, because if not, this has been sitting on my shelf for a very long time. Anyways, am I going to get to these books tonight? Probably not, because it is my Friday. I kind of want to chill and relax, have some mimosas tonight, and just kind of catch up on a few things, because today I definitely missed a lot of the trade deadline for the NHL, so I want to catch up on that. I know of 2 really big trades that is definitely going to affect my division, so like I'm kind of worried about it. I need to look at all the other trades and see if that is going to affect my division, because I heard there have been so many trades that are happening. Very little ones, so we'll see. My team didn't do any trades today. They did it the last 2 days. So there's that. I'm actually really happy that my team, I didn't even tell you what my team is, the Edmonton Oilers. I'm glad that they ended up being able to acquire players and not get rid of players, which is nice. We did give up quite a few picks, but honestly, that's kind of the trade-off. If you're going all in for the Stanley Cup, you kind of have to give up some of your major picks to get players to maybe help you cross over the hump, which the Edmonton Oilers really need. They went to the finals 2 years ago and lost to the Colorado Avalanche, which ended up being the Stanley Cup winner that year. And then last year, Edmonton lost to the Vegas Golden Knights, which were the Stanley Cup winners. So they're just missing that piece. And I'm hoping that the 3 players that we acquired, or they acquired, is going to help. I don't know if it did or not, because we lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets, who, by the way, is at the bottom of the league. Well, at least one at the bottom of the league. So there's that. There's that. But honestly, that was bound to happen. We were on a 5-game winning streak, or they were on a 5-game winning streak. I need to remind myself to not say we, because I'm not technically part of the team. I'm just a fan and watching. But yeah. Anyways, I've rambled on about something y'all don't really care about. But if you guys do like hockey, let me know in the comments, because I don't know that many people that watch hockey and will converse with me. I have a few friends. There's that. And if you guys are a hockey fan, let me know who your favorite team is in the comments below. If you are a Calgary fan, we may be enemies. Just saying, we may be enemies. I'm going to let you guys go now. I'm going to go make myself a mimosa, watch some YouTube, and call it a night. Good morning. It is Saturday. As expected, I didn't do any reading last night, but I do have to go to the dealership today to get my car repaired. So I am going to bring the Tower of Nero with me, so that way I can read while waiting for them to fix my car. My husband said he is going to meet me there and drive me home, but we will see, because I don't know when my husband's getting off work, so I'd rather just have a book on hand just in case. So yeah. But with that, I am going to head out because I need to go get gas and then go to the dealership, because the only one that was available at the time was a little bit further away from me. So when I got my part, it has to be booked over at that dealership. So it's a bit of a drive. I have to go there. So talk to you guys in a bit. afternoon. It is Sunday. It is currently 5 o'clock. I did not update you guys yesterday. So a lot happened yesterday. I told you guys I was taking my car to the dealership, which I did. And they told me that it was going to take about 4 hours to fix my car. So my husband and I kind of chilled for a bit. I did read a little bit, and then we went and took my husband's car to the car wash, and we went to Barnes & Noble's. We hung out at Barnes & Noble's for a bit. I did sit at Barnes & Noble's and read a little bit more, and I was planning on updating you guys after I had gotten home. Well, I started to feel like shit, and I don't know what happened. It like hit me so hard. It felt like a train just hit me. I felt so lethargic. I had a massive migraine. I wanted to throw up. I was so dizzy. I was so nauseous. Like, I did not know what was going on. And then I had an allergy attack. Like, it was just all around like horrible. And so when I got home, I ended up just sleeping because I just felt so gross. I felt so sick. I don't know what happened. And then I woke up this morning and I felt the same. I still have this massive migraine right now that has not gone away. I even thought like, oh, maybe if I go to the gym, that may help. Nope, it didn't. I still feel like shit. I don't know what's going on. I did do some reading, so I will update you guys. I read, let me see where I'm at. I have no idea where my bookmark is. Oh, here it is. My random little piece of paper bookmark that's like now stuck in here that I can't get out because of my nails. There we go. So I'm on page 126. I'm on chapter 13, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking it. The character that I thought was going to be in here is in here. I'm super excited because I love Nico. He's one of my favorite. And there was also a little mention of Percy, so that was like even better. So I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it. Right now, I'm not sure how I feel because there's a lot more questions than answers, but of course, I'm at the beginning of the book, so it makes a lot of sense. I'm also enjoying some of the comedy that's thrown in here. I really like it. I also love the character development that you kind of can see in Apollo, which I very much enjoyed because, as you guys know, I wasn't the biggest fan of Apollo. He was so selfish and so arrogant, but at least now he can admit that he was and that he is a liability. He does hinder the group, and I love that he kind of like says that and is aware of that and tries to do his best to help as much as he can with the limited kind of things that he can do as a human being that used to be a god. So like, I love that. I love that development, which is nice. I still don't really care much for Meg. That's just personally me. I also like that we get to see some of the characters that we saw at the beginning of the series kind of back in this ending here, or this last book. So I'm very much enjoying that. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through a lot of reading or a lot of the books that I wanted to today or this weekend. I was hoping I would get at least through 2 books, but I didn't because I suddenly got sick and I don't know why. It just suddenly hit me in the middle of the day yesterday. So yeah, and you could probably hear it in my throat or in my voice right now. I say in my throat because like I could feel how raspy my throat is right now and how congested I feel. So I'm gonna hop into the shower. Hopefully that will help me feel a little bit better. I might take some medication, and I'm going to actually pick up the audiobook for this and listen to it instead, because like trying to read and focus on letters right now is not helping. So I'm going to pick up the audiobook to see if it will help me at least get through this and try to enjoy it, because like I am enjoying it, and honestly like I need a comfort read right now, and this was like the perfect book to start because I'm not feeling good and I just want a story that I know that I'm going to like and that I know I'm going to enjoy. And Rick Riordan's books are always that for me, so there's that. Also, speaking of Rick Riordan, I wanted to get this so bad, but I didn't want to because I was gonna spend about like $200 on my car, so I decided to put it back. But my husband, being so stubborn and knowing that I love Rick Riordan, he ended up getting it for me, and it is the deluxe collector's edition of the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, the first book to the Percy Jackson series. I think you guys know this series. Everyone knows it. It's really popular. But look at how beautiful the spine is. And it has illustration on the inside. It is so gorgeous. I actually have another cloth-bound edition like this of the first book, and so which is why I decided to hold off on getting it, because of that reason. But my husband knows that this is one of my favorite series and one of my favorite authors, so he got it for me anyways. It is quite expensive, and so like I'm so grateful, because like I was just gonna wait to pick it up, and if I don't end up getting it, then I wasn't gonna end up getting it. But yeah. And if you guys are wondering at this point how many copies do I have of the first book, I think this is my 8th edition of the first book that I have. It is wild to say that I have 8 of these, but like I'm a collector and I love the Percy Jackson series. It's one of my favorites. My goal in the next coming year when I save up money is to get these editions from the Juniper Books. I just love them. They're so pretty and I want them on my shelves, like, oh my god. And then they also came out with, I think it's the Trials of Apollo, and look how pretty these look. Oh my god, I need those on my shelves. And I'm saving the money for it because it is quite pricey. It is quite expensive, so I need to save up for that, and then on a special occasion as a treat to celebrate an accomplishment or something, I may get it. We will see. Anyways, I'm rambling on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up losing my voice in a little bit because I've been talking a lot. I realize I haven't talked a lot today at all. I've actually been like sleeping all day, and I finally got up, and I am so like, I'm trying to find the word. Like, it's not sick, because like I know I feel a little bit sick, but there's like another word. It's just drained. I feel so drained. That's what that is. Like my whole body is just like energyless, and I feel somewhat sick, but not like in the way where like I'm laying in bed and just like out of it. I just feel like very energyless. Like I don't have the energy to do anything. Maybe that is being sick. Who knows? I rarely get sick, so like this feels very off for me. I'm not used to it, so it sucks. But yeah, so this vlog may continue on into the week and turn into a weekly vlog instead of a weekend vlog, because I really didn't do much for this vlog. I barely filmed anything, I don't think. At least I don't remember. Everything is hazy. Like yesterday was just all hazy. Like I don't remember anything after the dealership, like after coming home from the dealership. I know I did get some Chipotle and that was about it. And then I don't remember anything afterwards. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to read a little bit more of this. I'm hoping to finish it today and then maybe start on Malice, just to at least get through it. I saw that my library had the audiobook for this, so I'm gonna pick it up and listen to the audiobook of this. Unfortunately for the Raven King, they did not have the audiobook available, so I put a hold for it, but I am going to continue on with this one next after I finish, oh my god, this one. So that is the plan for my reading. I don't know when the last time I've updated this vlog. I have been feeling under the weather lately, and I've also had this massive migraine that has been lingering for the past few days. And that migraine has really caused my brain to be very hazy and muggy, that all my days kind of blend together. So I literally lost track of time, and I don't even know what day it was today. I honestly thought today was Thursday, and let me tell you my disappointment when I found out it was a Tuesday. Like, I felt like so much happened this week, and I've been through the ringer, that it felt so long that I legit thought it was a Thursday. And to my dismay, when I saw that it was Tuesday, I was shooketh and sad. But I do still have a minor headache, kind of like sitting back here. It's not as bad compared to the last few days, but it's there, it's lingering. I really should take some headache medicine for it. I haven't, but I should, since I want to say this is like the 4th or 5th day this headache has been lingering. So definitely should probably take some medication for that. But because today was a better day, I did sit down and listen to the rest of my audiobook for The Tower of Nero. As you guys know, when I was jumping into this book, I was super excited because I was hoping that this book would be just as dark and heavy as the fourth book, but I could tell about 20% in through the book that it was not going to be like that. However, to my surprise, I really enjoyed the way the story took the turn that it did. And now that I finished it and kind of sitting back on it, I kind of understand. So you take it in the perspective that if you're reading these as they're coming out, then it would have been nice that this one would have been just as dark as the fourth. However, if you take it in the perspective of someone who is reading this series back to back to back, I can see why this one wouldn't want to be as dark as the fourth one, because this one was a very nice palette cleanser. Reading the fourth one and then jumping into this one, it definitely was a different shift, but it was nice. It was refreshing and I had such a good time, and I'm glad that the story went the way that it did. And honestly, there was still some high stakes in this story. Not as high as the fourth one, but I still very much enjoyed this. And as well as I love the comedy sprinkled throughout the story. It was perfect because as the story got so intense, so overwhelming, a little comment that'll be thrown in there is kind of funny. And you just have a good time because you're like, well, that was so unexpected. I really enjoyed that. At least I did. I really did enjoy that kind of writing style that's added in there. And overall, I really loved this. I guess you could say a gripe for this is that everything wrapped up a little too well. Okay, so I know I look different. My hair is down, and that is because I got a phone call while I was in the middle of recording my update for you guys, and it was from my sister. She had a little panic attack. So I stayed on the phone with her for, I think, about 2 hours. We had a hilarious moment. I screen recorded. I'm not going to show you guys, but it only captured my voice and not my sister's. So I'm a little sad, but oh my God, that phone call was hilarious. Back to my update. As I was saying, the story ended up wrapping up really nicely. However, I love when stories do, so I don't have like issues with that at all. So I really, really loved the ending. And I will be real honest, I love Rick Riordan's ending. My favorite last book in a series from him is The Last Olympian. That is the only book I think I will ever love the ending as much as I did, because that book, I literally finished it and I just sat there in disbelief at how amazing that ending was, and just the marvelous writing for that book was so fantastic that I reopened the book and started rereading it because it was just that good. I loved that ending. It just took me on an adventure I was not expecting. And I felt the same vibe for this one. I felt the adventure I was not expecting, and I loved that adventure that it took me, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Am I going to go back and reread this like I did with The Last Olympian? No, it didn't give me that same vibe, but similar vibes to it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And honestly, I loved all the character growth that was in here, because there's so much character growth that you see from every character. Every character you've seen in the Percy Jackson series, every character that you've seen in the Heroes of Olympus, and every character that you've seen through this series, The Trials of Apollo, you got to see all that character development and them growing, and I loved that. In the end, I really enjoyed Meg as a character in this book, and as well as Apollo. I think overall those two turned out really well towards the very end, and I loved them in the end in this book. They were really, really good. I enjoyed them as characters in this one. Will I still love them in the first 3 books? Probably not. But this one, I did enjoy them both. Overall, I had such a good time. And just to see all the characters that I love and enjoy all in the book together, and just getting to see little bits and pieces of them was so nice. And just kind of hearing their last thoughts and everything was just amazing. I love it. And of course, the ending of this does lead into another series, which he is working on. I do have the first book to that series, and the second one comes out this year, and I'm super excited for it. I don't know what the series is called. Overall, I enjoyed this a lot. I'm leaning, it's between a 4.5 star or 5, and I need to sit on this a little bit more to determine like where I really want to give the star rating for, but I'm honestly sitting at a 5. Like, this book overall was not what I was expecting, and it turned out a lot better than I thought it would, and I just had such a good time reading this. But yes, that is my thoughts on this. Alrighty, so it is Wednesday. I actually called out of work today. I woke up with a massive migraine. It was so bad. The pain was so excruciating that like it got to the point where I was actually having like little black spots in my vision, and I was like, I'm not driving. This seems so dangerous. I'm going to take the day off and just rest and maybe call my doctor and see what's going on. And from what they can gather from kind of my symptoms, because I didn't want to drive, especially with my spotty vision, that they kind of think I may have a sinus infection. And honestly, it kind of makes sense because like I'm so congested right here. My throat is like really raw, like it's very itchy like back there, and I've been having this weird muscle twitch at the bottom of my eye. My eye has been so itchy and just raw, and I think that's the reason why I'm having such a bad headache. Well, now a migraine. And since this is the 5th day that this migraine has lingered, I was like, I'm just going to rest it. And since this is the 5th day that this migraine has been lingering, I decided that I was just going to take a sick day and just kind of rest up and hope that it will go away. And so far it has. It's not as painful, but I did take some medication for it, so I don't know if that's what's helping. So I'll see tomorrow. I am going to try to go into work tomorrow because I have an important meeting that I need to meet with someone tomorrow for my job. So I do have to go. So I may push it and go. Anyways, I did go to the gym because I wanted to at least get out of the house. So I just went to my apartment gym and kind of walked on the treadmill while I listened to the audiobook. I was planning on working out for about an hour, but then people started coming into the gym, and because I don't know what I have, I didn't want to get anyone else sick, so I decided to just clean the equipment and just head out 30 minutes early from my workout. So at least I got to work out for at least 30 minutes. But while I was doing that, I did listen to the audiobook of The Raven King, and honestly, I'm loving this so much. The pacing in this series is so fast paced. Like, once you get into the story, shit starts happening. Things are going, things are happening, and it's so intense and it's so thrilling and adventurous that you just want to keep reading. You just want to keep listening to the audiobook because you want to know what's going on. I also love these characters. Like, the cast of characters in this story just blend and work so well together, and they are so funny. And the new addition from the 3rd book to this group dynamic has been great. I love it, and I love that there's also like a side villain that is happening on the side, obviously, and of course the main big villain. So like I love that as well because it's like there's other things that's happening to the side and as well as like the main story to keep things kind of entertaining, and I enjoy it so much. And I kind of like that Blue as a character is going through a turmoil because she wants to do the right thing, but at the same time she also wants to do another that is in her mind also correct but may not be the best thing to do. And I really enjoy that, and there are some comedic relief in here that are just chef's kiss, let me tell you. I was at the gym, and if anybody else was there while I was listening to the beginning of this story, would have probably thought I was crazy because I was like trying not to laugh so hard at some of the dialogue that was in here because it was just so funny. How Maggie Stiefvater wrote this is just like a perfect blend of like seriousness and just a comedic relief at the same time. Like, you feel somewhat relaxed, but you understand like the intensity and the severity of the situation. So like I really like that. Anyways, that is my quick update. I'm not gonna update you guys probably a lot today because my throat is killing me. It really hurts. I don't know if you can hear it through to the camera, but it's like I can hear it in my head how raspy I am and how raw my throat is. So yeah, anyways, it is 5 o'clock. I should go probably wake up my husband and have him get ready for work. So I'm gonna do that. So it's Friday. I haven't updated you guys. What was it, Wednesday? Or was it Tuesday? I don't even remember. Like, this week has gone by in a blur, but felt like the longest week of my life. And have I done any reading since I last updated you guys? No. This week has been a wild week, to be honest. And I totally forgot I have a 3-day convention that I'm going to, and today is the first day of the convention. Which, by the way, my husband's friends have been texting him because my husband knew he was getting out late for work and I was going to get out at 12. So by the time we all got home, we were going to be late for the opening at the convention. So we're like, it's okay. It's the first day. It's okay we're late since we have the 3-day pass. And we were only going to stay for about like 3, maybe 4 hours, even at that. So it is currently now 2:30. I believe the venue opened up at like maybe 1. I have no idea, but either way, his friends have been waiting for an hour and longer, and they got there when I think the convention opened. So the line is absolutely ridiculous and people are getting upset about it. But my husband and I are planning to head out because it's going to take us quite a bit to get to the convention since we live a little bit further away from where it's being held. So hopefully the line dies down a little bit. We will see. I am going to not bring a book. I was about to say I'm going to bring a book, but I don't think I'm going to bring a book. I'm just going to hopefully listen to the audiobook if there is some downtime while I'm there at the convention, but we will see. I don't think I'm going to have any downtime because it's a convention, and we will be looking around. The convention hall is huge. I've gone to this convention, God, I want to say like for 4, maybe 5 years now, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's always a shit ton of vendors. So probably the first day is just looking around, seeing what we want, and then Saturday is probably the day we're going to really buy a ton of stuff because obviously it's Saturday, that's when the most people come, so that's when the best items are out. So we will see, who knows. But yes, no update. I haven't read any more of the Raven King, nor have I started Malice. But I'll tell you this, I have been updating my reading journal because I have been so behind on that. To be honest, I have been really behind on a lot of things. After my doggo's birthday, I kind of had a bad spiral of mental health because I just got really sad, really depressed, and I just didn't want to do anything because, like, I miss my dog so much. And just not having him around was really hard. And just his birthday was a huge reminder since it was like so close to when he was passing. And then to make matters worse, my anniversary with my husband is next month. And as well as my doggy's gotcha day is next month. And on top of that, at the end of April is actually the first year anniversary of my dad's passing. So it's just thinking all of that made me really depressed, and I just haven't been really keeping up with a lot of things. So a lot of things have gotten a little out of hand. So there's that, which probably explains why I haven't been reading a lot either, because I have just been a depresso pretty much. So yeah. With that, my husband and I are actually going to head out soon to go to the convention. I've just blabbered on for absolutely nonsense. That's pretty much what that is. I didn't even give you guys like a truly reading update at all on this. So, oh, I need to get better at vlogging and reading.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder? If we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder? If we could run all of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road, inside of the same old, caught in the circle.
So it's Saturday. I did not update you guys yesterday once I got home from the convention because I was too tired. I was exhausted. So we are on our second day. We're about to head out soon. But I want to show you guys my outfit. Here's my outfit, a very simple one compared to yesterday. Yes, I am wearing a tiara because it is a convention. Why not wear a tiara? Be a little extra. So I never got to wear this tiara, so I'm gonna wear it now. And I'm just having a simple outfit today because I have these really nice earrings that I kind of want to have it stand out. I want my jewelry to stand out a bit. So that's my outfit for the day. I am going to be wearing shoes because yesterday I wore flats and it absolutely hurt. Also, I curled my hair, but it's a hot mess. The curls did not stay, so
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it? All of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, caught in the circles, round they go. It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed.
we are home now. Excuse the mess that is back here. Today was day 2 of our expo, and it was a long day. My feet absolutely hurt. I took off my tiara because I was just sick and tired of having it on my head. It actually surprisingly did not hurt. I did spend a little bit today. I spent a lot yesterday, and I spent a bit today. Not as much as yesterday. Tomorrow, I may buy 1 or 2 things because there was a cup that I purchased that I really liked, and they do a deal where you buy 2 for $50, and the other one that they had, they might have had it at home and not with them at the vendor hall. So they might bring it tomorrow. So I might get a discount off of that because since I didn't have it today and they're going to bring it tomorrow. So yeah, there's that. I didn't do any reading as expected. I don't think I'm going to finish anything. So this vlog has been a wild vlog. It went from a weekend vlog to a weekly vlog to a now double weekend and weekly vlog. It's just a long vlog. There's just so much going on, and I haven't even updated you guys much. But I think I might head to bed soon. Probably should take off my makeup and then do that. So, yeah. So I have a quick reading update for you guys, but before I get into that, I want to address kind of my outfit for today. As you guys know, I am going to a convention, and this is the 3rd and final day of it. And I wanted to wear my headpiece that I got on the first day. And so this is the headpiece. And since this is a shorter day, I thought to wear it because it's really heavy. Well, I braided it into my hair, and I forgot that I wanted to do a reading update. And to take it out, I have to unbraid my hair and then re-braid it back in. And I kind of don't want to do that because my hair is really, really long. So it's going to be part of the video. I hope it's not too distracting, but let's jump into the update. So I did read a little bit more of the Raven King. I am about right here in the story, so almost halfway, and I'm enjoying it. However, I got to a scene where it really upset me. So Adam as a character, I really loved him in the first book, and then he just went downhill, and I stopped really liking him as a character. And in this one, he's just worse. He is so selfish. So he was talking to Blue about a certain situation that involved him, Blue, and Gamzee. However, he's only getting mad at Blue for the situation. And I'm sitting here thinking, why is Gansey not involved in this? Why aren't you upset at Gansey? This is such a boy mentality. And Blue called it out too. She's like, why am I the only one you're getting mad at and not Gansey? And he had the audacity to say, this isn't about Gansey. This is about you. Stop making it about him and stop being selfish. And I'm sitting here like, excuse me? Like, this involves the three of you. You can't blame one person. And I'm sitting here and I'm putting myself into all three characters' shoes. And I honestly feel bad for Blue because literally she voiced her opinion in one of the books. And Adam freaked out. He got his feelings hurt. And he had a whole ass mental breakdown that literally freaked Blue out to the point where she's so scared to even try to voice her opinion because she's afraid it may hurt Adam's feelings and he might have a whole mental breakdown again. And honestly, I kind of understand her because it's like, you once voiced your opinion and now you're going to voice it again. This shit is going to happen. So she decided to just avoid it altogether, try to block out her feelings, try to block out the situation, and try not to make it worse. But it's not going so well, and she doesn't know how to resolve it because everyone's gonna get hurt in that situation. So her just trying to avoid it, her trying to, not deal with it, is the best way she found for herself, considering she is still in, I want to say high school? Yeah, high school. And she doesn't know the best way to deal with it, which I kind of understand because she's, still figuring shit out. So, like, I don't know. I just don't like Adam as a character. I just find him so selfish. And I'm really sad because, like, at the beginning of the series, like, I loved Adam as a character because he was so hardworking. He worked his way to where he is to get to the school that he wanted to. And then now he's using that as, like, I should be better than others because I'm so hardworking. And I got to where I am with my hard work compared to everybody else. And it's just like, okay, whatevers. So he's pissing me off. I'm not liking him, and it sucks that he's like one of the main characters in the story, and you get point of views of him too. So I'm kind of working my way through it, but hopefully he gets better in the series, but we will see. And of course, I love Ronan as a character. Ronan is the best. Everyone loves Ronan, of course, but yes, that's my thoughts. Anyways, I should have headed out like 8 minutes ago, but I took too long to do this update. So I'm going to head out now. I'm going to go and hang out with my husband, and I will talk to you guys later. But before I go, I would like to show you my full outfit. It's a very simple outfit today besides the headpiece, because obviously I want the headpiece to stand out. So very simple outfit. I really like it. My hair is just very, very long. I need a haircut, but like I'm so lazy to do that. But do I want my hair to grow out long again? Because previously I grew out my hair to like all the way down here. And then I cut it. I cut it to about like right here last year. And it grew out this much. So there's that. this vlog was a hot mess of a vlog. I failed at the reading portion of this vlog. As a matter of fact, I did everything but read in this vlog. And I had every intention to read the books that I wanted to read for this vlog, but I just couldn't get to it. Life just got so busy, and honestly, this is the realest look at my life. This is how sometimes my week goes. Sometimes I read a lot more and sometimes I don't. And I feel like I also was trying to read so many books in a reading vlog because all the reading vlogs that I watch, people read so many books, and I'm here reading like one, maybe two books in a reading vlog, and it makes me feel like I'm not reading enough. So I was like trying so hard to read as much books as I can in a week, but it's just not realistic for me to be able to do that with my life and how much I have going on in my life. So honestly, I'm kind of happy that I filmed this vlog because it makes me realize like, hey, it's okay, your life is busy and you may not be able to get to all the books that you want to get to. Don't beat yourself up for it, because honestly, I got the chance to go to a gaming expo and that was so fun. I had such a good time with my friends, and I played Initial D for the first time, and that's one of my friend's favorite games, and it was actually pretty fun. Wild that I actually like played. I felt really pressured into playing, but like honestly, I'm glad that I did because it was really fun and I ended up winning. So there was that. I had such a good time. Honestly, if I had chose to stay home and read instead of going to the expo, I probably would have missed all those memories. It was a good time overall, and I actually had a lot of fun. So I'm kind of glad that sometimes my life is busy and sometimes I don't do a lot of reading because I do have other hobbies, and I think it's good to showcase other people who are watching and seeing like all these people reading books and they feel that, oh, I can't read that much. I should be reading that much. Sometimes you don't, and that's okay. There's no judgment. Like, I love the girlies and the guys who can read so many books, like, that's so cool. But I also love the girlies who can't, who have other hobbies, who do have like maybe a full-time job and can't really read as much. So those girlies love those too. Love those guys as well, you know? So kind of just happens that way. So don't ever feel so bad that you don't read as much as what you see online, because sometimes you just can't. Your life may be busy, or you may have other hobbies that you're interested in, and some other hobbies get put aside, like this week my reading did. I was planning on doing a big expo haul of what I got, but I think that would make this vlog way too long, and I already extended this vlog past the week. So I think I'm going to end it here. Maybe in my next vlog, I will do my Gaming Expo haul so you guys can see what I ended up getting at the convention. Like I said, I had a good time, a lot of memories, and I took quite a bit of pictures and a few videos for you guys to see. You guys don't get to see a video of me actually playing the Initial D because everyone was really entertained watching me play because it was my first time playing. So there was that, but I had a good time. But with that, I am going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you guys did, feel free to like the video, and if you guys are interested in seeing more content from me, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next vlog.